Good evening and welcome to Gonna Shot. Today we're going to do something very interesting, and that is the time for free lunches for Pakistan are over. There are no more free lunches for Pakistan, and whatever lunch Pakistan has had, it's time they paid up. And I've been watching this now for some time, ever since that lunch started. A lot of noise and this and that. How things are changing, and we need to understand this change and where Pakistan is going to head. Like I always said, you know, China could be a long term adversary. Bangladesh is a nuisance, really. But Pakistan is dangerous because Pakistan itself doesn't know what it's going to do tomorrow, how it's going to harm us. It'll harm itself, it'll harm us, it doesn't matter. वो ना प्रेम चोपड़ा का कहानी है, नंगे को क्या निचोड़ोगे, वो है इनके. You don't know what. You got no nothing left, right? You got to deal with Pakistan from that. But certain things have happened. We always knew that there were no free lunches for Pakistan, and Trump is going to take his pound of flesh. But the time has now come to pay the bill. That's the important thing. Okay? And just as I was about to get into and start talking to you, I saw this tweet by Javed Hussain or Javed Hassan. He's a Pakistani. And what has he said? It's very interesting. He says New Delhi is hosting Macron, Lula, Pichai, Altman, and co. at the AI Impact Summit this week, the first major global South AI mega event. Meanwhile, US giants Google and Microsoft plus Amazon have committed 550 billion plus to India's AI future. And Pakistan? He's talking. And Pakistan? Still waiting for Godot. Looks like Washington's South Asia strategy shift and recalibration of relations with India vis-a-vis Pakistan is meeting economic reality. One gets the future, the other gets the footnotes. Right? So it's very clear. Pakistan is in the footnote. He's no more on the table. He's on the menu. And Pakistan jumped all around Trump when he was doing his antics. We stood firm. See where Trump is going to take them. And that's what I'm going to outline. People thought that, people always think that Trump is a fool, he's switched and all. He was only putting pressure on us. Now that deal is done, something is happening and he needs India, you see the way he's going to turn turtle on Pakistan. And Pakistan is going to pay a bill. And that bill is going to be heavy. I'm not going to talk of whether Pakistan will survive, not survive and all. Let's for Pakistan, यार करने दो उसको जो भी करना है. But bill तगड़ा आएगा उसका. Big bill, right? Now let's get into it. This lunch. Remember this great lunch which you had? Right? What's the outcome of this lunch? Okay. First, everyone thought that Pakistan will get a lot of money and Trump will shower him with money, invest, World Liberty Financials, and give him, uh, weapons, war, and all that. What is the cost of this lunch vis-a-vis what has happened earlier? Earlier dictators, Ayub joined CENTO, he joined Seato, and then he started supporting USA against USSR. And USA showered him with money. The first big tranche which USA gave Pakistan was under Ayub Khan. Ziaul Haq, America wanted him to fight against Soviet Russia in Afghanistan. He was asked to train the Mujahideen, and Carter gave him $400 million. I still remember that. He said it's peanuts. I'm not interested because Carter was a peanut farmer. And he threw it off. And then USA came and gave nearly $2 billion, mind you, in the 80s. And he coughed it. Okay. Then Parvez Musharraf. Again against Afghanistan, Taliban, uh, Osama bin Laden, 20 years. Musharraf milked Pakistan, USA, near to $30 billion. अब इसके साथ क्या है? Well, before Munir, this point about Nawaz Sharif, CPEC, Nawaz Sharif and two chiefs with him, Rahil Sharif and the other fellow I'm forgetting, right? They brought CPEC in and they milked China. They, entered China. China has spent nearly about $22 billion. People say CPEC is $60 billion. No, it's just about $22 billion, out of which a lot of money went into their pockets. China put money; it's not going out. Okay, now where is Mullah Munir? He's not got a single naya paisa. Just think, he went for lunch. He had a free lunch with Trump ji, Uncle Trump, and what did he do? He ditched China. He ditched China, isn't it? So Chinese are waiting for their opportunity. China is yet to present its bill. America has started presenting its bill. In a way, China has presented its bill. They've withdrawn from all CPEC projects. They're not giving any money. They're not giving any of weapons. Everyone immediately after Op Sindoor said, "Oh, Chinese weapons will come. J-35 will come. J-100 will come. J-400 will come." Nothing has come. Has USA given him anything? Zero. Okay, zero but a zero. He's got some money for upkeep of the F-16s, but that money is notional because he gets only spares for it. The amount of money only spares, and those spares are at elevated prices, FMS prices, which USA decides. Okay, that's all he gets. So that's where friend Mullah Munir is. But now what has happened? China is cutting with him, USA is not giving him anything, and the bill is on his table, and he can't pay. And we'll go along on other issues. Of course, before that, they've realized through this Khwaja Asif chap that they are all toilet paper. Remember that thing? Let's hear that. Okay, again, if you guys can't hear it, no, let me know and I'll play it through another medium. So thanks a lot for saying that, all this. So he's just a tissue paper. Okay. Can't hear. Oh, that video was like that. Let's see the other one. And if that's okay, then this thing. But Manila Shman says it is, you can hear. Uh, yeah, Amitesh, will you also watch India Pakistan match and why this time? No, look. Last time I did it when there was a match on. No, none of you came. I was the only guy. Hardly 30, 40 people were watching. That's why I decided, okay, I'll do this before the match starts so that some of you will be here. Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah, sound is of poor quality. Look, that's the video. I can't do much about it. I'm not a professional. I pick up and piece together the whole thing. So anyway, at least you can hear something. You can make out whatever it is. Let me see if I can increase the volume and what I'll replay it and you tell me. Okay. So just think, he's talking of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton using, Pakistan as a toilet paper. But I think Trump is giving the same treatment, toilet paper treatment to Pakistan, right? Yeah. Well, just too bad. I can't help it. Then the best thing I can do is this. But I know it's poor quality sound because the original video is bad, right? Anyway, let's go ahead, get ahead. Okay.
I
Now,
would say
okay, it is not only that. You just think, uh, this chap Shabazz Sharif went to the extent of nominating Trump for the Nobel Prize in Sharm el Sheikh. Remember that famous speech? Hear the speech, right? And let me know if the sound is better in this.
I would say that Pakistan had nominated President Donald Trump for Nobel Peace Prize for his outstanding, extraordinary contributions to first stop war between India and Pakistan and then achieve ceasefire along with his very wonderful team. And today, again, I would like to nominate this great president for Nobel Peace Prize because I genuinely feel that he is the most genuine.
So just think, that famous thing, which came out. Look at Giorgia Meloni behind. She's put her hand on her mouth, and even Trump doesn't know. It appears as if Trump's things are also falling off. कि भाई ये बात कर कर आ रहा है. And after all this, what did Pakistan get? You should hear it again in Pakistani words, because the next guy who's going to tell you, yeah, Hamid Mir. He says we nominated Trump for Nobel Prize twice, and he banned our visas. He didn't give visas. See what.
आपको याद होगा कि 2025 में पाकिस्तान ने अमेरिका के सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप को 2 दफा नोबेल पीस प्राइज के लिए नॉमिनेट किया. एक मर्तबा तो जो मई 2025 में पाक भारत जंग थी उसमें सीज फायर करवाने के बाद उनको नॉमिनेट किया था, और फिर दूसरी मर्तबा शर्मुल शेख में जब गजा में सीज फायर का ऐलान किया गया था, तो उसके बाद भी पाकिस्तान के वजीर आजम शहबाज शरीफ ने उनको नोबेल पीस प्राइज के लिए नॉमिनेट किया. तो नोबेल पीस प्राइज के लिए उनको नॉमिनेट किया, फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने बहुत से ऐसे बयान दिए जिससे ऐसे लग रहा था कि वो पाकिस्तान के बड़े दोस्त हैं और पाकिस्तान के बहुत करीब हैं. यकीनन उनके दौर में पाकिस्तान और अमेरिका के ताल्लुकात में बड़ी बेहतरी आई है, लेकिन अब कुछ ऐसी डेवलपमेंट्स हो रही हैं कि जिसकी वजह से बहुत से सवालात उठाए जा रहे हैं, खास तौर पे जो अमेरिका की तरफ से जिन ममालिक को इमिग्रेंट वीजा प्रोसेस के में से निकाल दिया गया है उसमें पाकिस्तान भी शामिल हो गया है. 175 ममालिक हैं, उसमें इंडिया शामिल नहीं है लेकिन पाकिस्तान उसमें शामिल है. तो इस पर जो बीबीसी है उसने एक सवाल उठाया है. बीबीसी ने सवाल ये उठाया, और बीबीसी उर्दू सर्विस ने एक आर्टिकल में जो हेडलाइन लगाई है वो ये कह रहे हैं, 75 ममालिक के लिए अमेरिकी इमिग्रेशन वीजा प्रोसेस मुअत्तल, ताल्लुकात तो अच्छे थे, फिर अमेरिका ने पाकिस्तानियों पर भी पाबंदी क्यों लगाई. तो ये जो जिन 75 ममालिक का जो नाम है इस फहरिस्त में जिनका इमिग्रेशन वीजा प्रोसेस मुअत्तल कर दिया गया उसमें पाकिस्तान भी शामिल है.
So that's what they got. The bill for the free lunch was, first thing is, you licked them, everything you did, and after that, what did you get? Right? Your visas are banned. It didn't stop there. Remember this famous photograph? Everyone, he went and with a suitcase showed all these rocks to Trump, all that. Okay. What did he get after that? Trump said, I want minerals. He showed him minerals. No, Trump wants minerals there. So, right? Now, this guy is Paul Kapoor. Paul Kapoor is part of the US administration. He's in charge of South Asia and all these areas. And see what he says. This is to the Senate committee hearing. Now, what I want to tell you is this audio is weak in this. Audio is low. It's clear but low. You'll have to strain a bit. Even I had to strain a bit to get hold of it. Okay, and I'll increase the volume in this so that you can hear whatever it is. And see what he talks of critical minerals. That's the most operative part in this whole story. USA wants Pakistan's critical minerals.
India to defend its sovereignty, both in land and in its maritime near abroad. Pakistan is another important partner in the region. We're working together with Pakistan to realize the potential of its critical mineral resources, combining U.S. government seed financing with private sector know-how to the benefit of both of our countries. Our trade in energy and agriculture is expanding as well, and our ongoing counterterrorism cooperation.
So why are they giving help to Pakistan? Basically for critical minerals. What are those critical minerals? We know that copper, right?
Yeah.
That's this in this area which I showed you last time also in the entire thing about minerals and the breakup of Pakistan and all that. It is here with 70 kilometers separating the Chinese mine at Sandak and Rekodik. Now, Rekodik is very funny. I mean, people, I last time said Rekodik has an annual value, if you can extract, of $5 billion. $5 billion is a hell of a lot for Pakistan. Okay? Provided you can extract it. You have to understand that. Look, I'll give a bit of a history about Rekodik. Rekodik has been, people knew about Rekodik in the 90s, knew that there was copper, and Sandak also there was copper. It was not unknown. But who will invest? It was not extractable. It's only for the past 30 years they said they've done sampling, and all. There's a mother lode out there. How do you extract it? Finally, this bloody Munir got hold of Barrick Gold to give that report out. And Barrick Gold very reluctantly gave it out. But in between, in these 30 years, they have gone through a whole lot of lawsuits, suits, war suits. Now, from there, you have to get everything out. How do you? There are no railway lines, there are no roads, and there's insurgency in that area. How do you get everything out? And then, of course, Pasni, he's promised Pasni to them when there's Gwadar 40 kilometers away, the Chinese base is coming. So he actually, Asim Munir gave a bill to both China and USA. Okay. Or rather, he had a free lunch with both. Now both of them are giving a bill back. The bill is coming from both these chaps. I don't know how Pakistan is going to pay. But, right? So, this is the article by Times of India. It says minerals, militants, US made guns. Why US made guns? Why? What is the significance of US made guns? All the Baloch rebels have those US made guns, the latest guns which were left in Afghanistan. Right? And as per Times of India, Donald Trump's bet on Asim Munir is set to fall or fail, whichever way you look at it. Right? But this is not the only thing. Even Wall Street Journal says deadly insurgency threatens the US plan to invest in Pakistan's mineral riches. That is a mineral too far. That's a copper mine too far. And who's going to pay the bill? Asim Munir. Lunch to kha liya beta. Ab copper de mere ko. That is what Trump says. But is that in his hand? It's not in his hand. This is a discussion. This is Aisha Siddiqa. And see what internationally people are discussing. This is from an international channel. Okay, TRT World. See what they're discussing. And then I'll take you through other things also. Yeah.
Aisha brought up an interesting point. She said there have been forced abductions over the years. When you look at the situation in Balochistan, here is a common theme that I keep on coming across. Islamabad is saying that, look, we're not fighting, we're fighting terrorism, and we're not fighting the people of Balochistan. We're not fighting the Baloch people. How does that claim square up against things like enforced disappearances, what Aisha was just saying, forced abductions, collective punishment, political restrictions? The list goes on.
Current Chief Minister of Balochistan publicly said that he will pursue and make accountable the family members of those individuals who are involved in the armed resistance movement.
So it's very clear. There's a full-blown armed resistance movement. Now it is being discussed internationally. In international things, it is coming up, right? And it's not only that. So far, okay, you say they were only Baluch militant, ye wo, and there was no political backing. But now Akhtar Mengal, who's probably the tallest leader in Balochistan, see what he says. I showed you in the last clip something what he said about Balochistan. He's now gone a step further. Hear him and then we'll discuss it.
अनिजा के साथ मैंने बात की, मेरा कोई रास्ता नहीं नजर आ रहा, अब कोई रास्ता मुझे नजर नहीं आता। बलूचिस्तान,
he says अब कोई रास्ता मेरे को नजर नहीं आ रहा. Okay, very clear.
पॉइंट ऑफ नो रिटर्न से बहुत आगे जा चुका है।
बलूचिस्तान पॉइंट ऑफ नो रिटर्न से बहुत आगे जा चुका है. Right, these are all very serious statements.
ये मैं नहीं कह रहा, आप समझे कि मैं कह रहा हूँ, ये ग्राउंड रियलिटीज हैं। मैं अगर वजीर आला की तरह दबंग आवाज में सुल्तान राई के लहजे में आपसे कहूं कि नहीं जी हमने सबकी कमर तोड़ दी है, नहीं, किसी की कमर नहीं टूटी, रियासत की कमर टूटी हुई है वहां पर।
तो इज वेरी क्लियर, कहता किसी की कमर नहीं टूटी, रियासत की कमर टूटी है उधर, राइट?
रियासत बिल्कुल अपाज होकर रखी है और रही है बलूचिस्तान में। उसके जिम्मेदार यहाँ के हुक्मरान, यहाँ की रियासत, यहाँ की रियासती इदारे, बलूचिस्तान के लोग नहीं। अब मजीद खून खराबा रोकने से पहले पंजाब, यहाँ की रियासत और हुक्मरानों से एक इल्तिजाई कर सकता हूं कि हक भी आपको हासिल है। पहले भी आप लोगों ने इस हक का इस्तेमाल किया और ये हक आप एक बार फिर भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। 1970 में जो आप लोगों ने नारा लगाया, इधर हम उधर तुम, अब ये नारा भी आप ही लगा। बलूचिस्तान और अपने दरमियान जो है मजीद खून खराबा रोकने की, ये मेरी तजवीज़ है, आप इस पर अमल करें ना करें, लेकिन अब सिर्फ उस खून खराबे को रोकने के लिए अब बाख्तियार लोग हैं, आप कर भी सकते हैं। पहले भी आपने किया है, तारीख गवाह इसकी, अब भी आप इसको एक अमली जामा पहना सकते हैं। कम से कम ये तो होगा कि अच्छे हमसायों के तौर पर हम और आप रह सकेंगे। एक घर में रहकर हम एक दूसरे की बूटियां नोचें, एक दूसरे की हड्डियां चबाएं, एक दूसरे के बच्चों को जो ना तंदूर की आग में फेंकें, उससे बेहतर है कि कुछ हमारे दरमियान कोई फासले थे।
See, he's talking already. He's already saying हमारे बीच दरमियान हो जाए तो अच्छा है। बलूचिस्तान बहुत आगे जा चुका है। Now the point is, Balochistan has become political. That chap wants minerals. It's not feasible. What my logic last time, I'm repeating now. What if tomorrow USA breaks Pakistan? Because USA wants minerals, right? Like, he has said US bank has approved $1.3 billion for the copper mine as of 25th Feb 26. Completely. I agree with you, Raiku. I have also, in the last thing which I did about minerals and Balochistan, and I said M3, minerals, military and militancy in Balochistan. It will break Pakistan. There I have shown who are the guys, Project Vault, ये वो मैंने पूरा समझाया उसमें. And this first consignment which has been sent, you're wrong. It is the first sample consignment which has been sent. Okay? Don't think that it is a consignment which is gone. No, it is a sample consignment. Based on that sample consignment, now they say we'll put $1.3 billion. They're going to put it. They don't mind investing. But they will only invest if there is security out there. There's no security out there. It is beyond the capabilities. It's very clear from this chap, Akhtar Mengal. Now, if you think this is not good enough, let me explain further. Who's this fellow? Let me explain. This chap is Maulana Hidayatur Rahman. Who's Maulana Hidayatur Rahman? He is the guy who did that Gwadar ko hak do movement. When that Gwadar ka hak do movement happened long back, I think about 2 years back, he closed Gwadar for about good 3-4 months. Nothing could move. Now see what he's talking. This is the bill which has been presented to my friend Asim Munir. Yeah, look at this.
इस जो अभी जो 31 जनवरी को हुआ, बहुत अफसोस, हमें तो ज्यादा परेशानी ये थी, आवाम साथ थे, पानी पिला रहे थे, जूस पिला रहे थे, घर में छुपा रहे थे, पिसानी छुपा रहे थे, सेल्फियां बना रहे थे, बहुत परेशानी थी रात को। ये काम हम सिक्योरिटी फोर्स के साथ नहीं करते, उसको पानी नहीं पिलाते, उसको जूस नहीं पिलाते, उसको घर में जगह नहीं देते, उसके साथ सेल्फी नहीं बनाते। क्यों? रेड जोन में आ गए। रेड जोन बारूद के साथ कैसे आए? कुछ मालूमात करें, हमारी खामियां है ना, सिक्योरिटी लैब्स तो है ना। इस जो अभी जो 13
I'll just come back in a minute. Just hold. There's someone at the door. ನೀವು ಊಟದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ OTP ಬಂದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಬಾತ್ರೂಮ್ ವೇಟ್ ಸರಿ ಬಾತ್ರೂಮ್ Yeah, sorry. There's someone at the door because there's no one in my house at this point of time. So you heard what Maulana Hadiyatur Rahman says. He says all the militants who came were bringing juice and they were giving water and all that. And no one gave anything to the Pakistani armed forces. Look at the status there. The moment the people have this kind of attitude, you're gone. And so far, Pakistan, look, I've done counterinsurgency hell of a lot. And I can see the signs. We've done in Kashmir also. Even in the worst times in Kashmir, right? Even in the worst times in Kashmir, the people were anti. We were firing. We were doing a lot of things, but there were a section of people with whom we were together, whom we could reach out. We could speak to them. Such things never came up in our parliament ever. That's why I'm focusing on this. This is the bill which Pakistan has to now pay and it cannot pay. USA wants that copper. They've started investing. If there's no security, won't USA tell Balochistan people, okay, we'll pay you, let us take that copper, let us do everything, keep Pakistan out? What about China? China is sitting next door in Sandak. You think they'll keep quiet? In all this, as you see, the bill which Asim Munir has to pay for his lunch, that free lunch, is going to be heavy. Just keep watching this. Okay. We all, last month, everyone was jumping around. Oh, there's going to be a trilateral pact between KSA and, Turkey and Pakistan. That's fallen. Gone. Why? In all probability, USA has pulled the rug under Turkey. Turkey is under NATO. Turkey would have been told, partner, you can't do this. Okay, and who pulled out? It is not Pakistan or KSA. Turkey has said, I'm going back. Turkey will not be part of the proposed Saudi pact. That's fallen. Okay, and then UAE. These chaps went to UAE for money, everything. First, UAE has stopped taking their labor. Now he says, please give me the money back. Now, if that money is not given, he says it will be given at some exorbitant interest rate, and he's given 2 months time leeway. Why? Pakistan went and sat in the lap of Saudi Arabia. UAE doesn't like. No free lunch. All see, we last month, if you remember, we were all shouting, "Oh, what will happen? Saudi Arabia and Pakistan deal, peel, all that." देख लीजिए. This is the thing. Immediately, Munir has gone running to Saudi chap कि भाई मेरे को पैसा दे दो because the other chap wants money in 2 months. Now that Saudi guy will, there's no free lunches. He'll bloody squeeze Munir out. And after that, Munir did some smart act, went to somewhere, and then he surfaced out in that Munich security conference, where people are saying, no, they asked him his pass, are you a general type? So, Pakistan has started paying. It's had its free ride, it started paying. Okay. And UAE has also banned their passports. Of course, now later they have said, no, we have not banned their passport. But they're not giving visas. They say, no, Pakistan can come, but we'll not give you visas. So, Pakistan is paying a very heavy price. They could freely send people to UAE, now they can't. See, how will it hit Pakistan? Inward remittances. If your workforce, after all, your workforce, whatever it is workforce, you can do labor. You can go and do everything in UAE. You can't do that now anymore. Maybe Indian labor will go and do. Will get rich, or chaps will, in their own disciplined way, will be better off. But Pakistan will lose. No, Pakistan doesn't get into the, doesn't get any work in Dubai. Whatever work. Work is work. Money is money. It was inward remittance. That's gone. And understand, lot of goods of India goes through UAE. In fact, UAE is just a repackaging agent to export it to Pakistan. UAE will now absolutely twist Pakistan. All that rates would have been jacked up by now. And they went and free lunch के बाद ना, lunch खाने के बाद Asim Munir went into cloud 9. So he is paying for it now. Now what happens? We know their only World Cup winner, Imran Khan, today is blind. We don't know. This is something unknown. This is an unknown, or a known unknown, whichever way you call it. How this is going to pan out, we don't know. Whether if his death will result in something, we don't know. We don't know, really. And of course, after all this, what can this fellow do? He can only beg. I am sure many of you have seen this video, see it. In that, he is openly saying that I am begging.
और मैं आपको किस तरह ये बात बताऊं कि किस तरीके से हमने उन दोस्त ममालिक को जाकर कर्जे लेने के लिए उनके दरखास्तें दी और उन दोस्त ममालिक ने हमें मायूस नहीं किया, लेकिन आप जानते हैं कि जो कर्ज लेने जाता है उसका सर झुका हुआ होता है और फिर उसके बाद जो ऑब्लिगेशंस आती हैं.
So now Pakistan is under obligation. फ्री लंच तो खा लिया, कर्ज ले लिया, पैसा दबा लिया, अब काम करना पड़ रहा है अभी. Now they have to work for whoever has given them money. Right? Let's listen to the rest of the thing. You see what's happening.
वो आपको उसका अच्छी तरह इल्म है. मैं यहाँ पर बगैर किसी लगी लपटी के आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं भी और खामोशी के साथ फील्ड मार्शल हम कई ममालिक में गए और उनसे कहा कि IMF का प्रोग्राम है, ये हमारा एक्सटर्नल गैप है, आप इतने बिलियन डॉलर्स दे दें, आप इतने बिलियन डॉलर्स दे दें. मैं उन ममालिक का, उन दोस्त ममालिक का बेहद.
You've seen that movie $1 Million Baby? These guys, both of them are $1 million beggars. Asim Munir and Shabaz Sharif are $1 million beggars. If those of you who don't know about the $1 Million Baby, it's that movie of Clint Eastwood where he trains a girl into a boxer and all that. And finally, she passes away because of a neck injury and things like that.
शुक्रगुजार हूं कि जिन्होंने हमारी पजीराई की, लेकिन आप जानते हैं कि जब कोई किसी से मांगने जाता है तो अपने इज्जत नफ्स के ऊपर वो उसकी कीमत उसको चुकानी पड़ती है, कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है, अपने बात
कीमत चुकाना पड़ता है, कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है. सो पाकिस्तान हैज टू नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज, इट कीमत अदा करना पड़ेगा. देयर नो डाउट है. द वर्ल्ड इज राउंड, इट विल कम बैक. ओके,
में कोई ऐसा कहीं से ख्वाहिश आ जाए तो उस ख्वाहिश को वो कितनी भी वो उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने का कोई जवाब ना हो, आप उसका बोझ लेते हैं.
so you just think, look at this fellow. If I were in his position, no, out of shame I'll resign. I'll not do this job. I'll not go and lick everyone the way these chaps are doing. Okay, it's not only this. See, they've gone to Pakistan, done everything. Look at today's article on shrinking grid. What's happening in Pakistan? It's very funny. And the funny thing is that, Pakistan has capacity and the offtake from that capacity is decreasing. They have spare capacity and people are not utilizing it. Why people are not utilizing it from that CPEC? Why is that CPEC become a millstone around the neck? I keep telling this, and every second day I see an article on this. That's the bill they're paying. They have capacity which they can't use. Why they can't use it? This is a tweet again which I saw on 10th. Pakistan has the most expensive electricity in the region. No one wants to buy it. Why? Because the deals which they had with the independent power producers who were Chinese were guaranteed 30% profit. 30%. So that fellow says, look, if you want to give me 30%, electricity has to be sold at such a high rate. So if electricity is being sold at a high rate, no one is buying it. This is a threat. It is their analysis which is coming out. Okay. Constant tariff change makes solar and other energy investments also high risk. Meanwhile, the country spends heavily on dirty energy like furnace oil and LNG, neglecting clean energy to sustain an outdated power system. The funny thing, which I've been saying all through, Pakistan has a national grid which can't take on the electricity it produces. See these brains. When the money started coming in from CPEC, now I have switched from Trump to CPEC because from both places they have had a free ride and they're paying the bill now. When they made the projects in CPEC, they made projects for the thermal plants, but not for the grid. They didn't do anything to upgrade the grid. And I pointed this out 6 years back in an article of mine. Go to Ganeshwar, you'll get it. And now the grid is taking more, they're loading the grid with more electricity that can handle. It's breaking down. And it breaks down, they don't have money to repair it. The bill is being presented to them again and again. No, their halat is so bad that they're very gutter chores. See, there's a law against chori karo gutters. And this lady who's the chief minister of Punjab, see what she says. I'm sure many of you have seen it. But for those of you who not seen it, please understand to what level Pakistan has gone.
तो हम पंजाब के अंदर एक लॉ लेके आ रहे हैं जिसमें जो गटर का ढक्कन चोरी करेगा, जो गटर का ढक्कन बेचेगा, जो गटर का ढक्कन खरीदेगा, उस सबको 1 से 10 साल कैद होगी. और कोई गटर का ढक्कन चुराने की वजह से या बेचने की वजह से या खरीदने की वजह से अगर किसी की डेथ हो जाती है, खुदा न खास्ता, तो उसको 10 साल सजा होगी.
So the gutter chore hai ye. That's all they can do. Chori karo. See that they've got a law, they've got everything. Because how can a place improve if manhole covers they take off? in all the big cities, everywhere. It's a racket. Everything is a bloody racket out there. If you think it's only Shabazz Sharif and Asim Munir who are running a racket at the top to make money, even the guy at the bottom is making money through a racket. It's all racket. You'll see pictures like this these days. It's all flooding the net on life support. Okay. I'm sure you've seen this. This is what these chaps are up to now. This is what they are up to. Such meme, such clips are coming out. They can do nothing else. This is the bill they're paying. But very interestingly, I have to take you back.
But Pakistan has also sheltered.
I have to take you back to what Trump said in his first term. So all of us, all those who felt that he was going Pakistan's way, Trump has a plan. He's going to strip Pakistan dry. He's not interested in Pakistan. Let's be very clear. He's not interested in India also. Let's not think that he's our friend. He is a vulture. Where he goes, he wants to pick that bone dry and see the thing. And I don't think Trump is a kind of a guy who will forget it.
The same organizations that try every single day to kill our people. We have been paying Pakistan billions and billions of dollars. At the same time, they are housing the very terrorists that we are fighting. But that will have to change, and that will change immediately. No partnership can survive a country's harboring of militants and terrorists who target U.S. service members and officials. It is time for Pakistan to demonstrate its commitment to civil.
Look at that. This is what he said then. You think he's forgotten that? Trump is working to a plan. He wants copper from Pakistan. He'll pay some money to Pakistanis. And I'm very sure, I'm these days very clear that if needed, he will undercut Pakistan, do a deal with Balochistan, and eventually Pakistan will break there. And Pakistan will cede authority to that place. And over a period of time, Balochistan will. Because otherwise, how will Asim Munir go and handle Balochistan? Army-wise, it can't do it. And China is not going to keep quiet. See the way things are happening. Their economy is completely short. I can keep showing you everything. A nation which steals gutters, manhole covers. It's not the fact that there's a gang which is stealing and all that. Look at that. They don't have any other occupation. The state can't generate occupation for those chaps who are stealing gutters. So then where does it leave Pakistan? Where do you think Pakistan is going? Where's the danger in this whole story? We have to understand that. If we understand that, everything else is quite okay. The danger in this whole story is Asim Munir will manufacture something against India. From what little I'm hearing, everything which is going wrong in Pakistan, and especially in Balochistan, is being blamed on India. Okay? Everything. And now with whatever is happening for the trade, the flip with USA, everything, again, India is to be blamed. So one fine day, I expect Pakistan to do something. Now with whatever has happened in Bangladesh, we might hear a lot. But at the end of the day, that fellow there, Tariq Rahman, his father was completely one of the original freedom fighters, good, bad or ugly. He will not get close to Pakistan. And in any case, what can they do there? There's not much. Like I said, if you are proactive, as I said yesterday, day before also, if you are proactive against Bangladesh and handle them firmly, things will be in place. In fact, I heard, I don't know whether it's right or wrong, I've not confirmed it. I heard that our Prime Minister is not going to Bangladesh for his swearing in. It is our Vice President who will be going there, not even the President. Okay. So we know how to handle Bangladesh, protocol wise, everything. We know, right? So, what can these chaps do? So, where does it leave him to do anything? That is what the whole story is that, we shouldn't, he's had his free lunch. He's being given a bill. We shouldn't pay for it. And where will he hit? Hinterland. Like that Red Fort case. There are enough chaps in this country who will go Pakistan way. Sleeper cells, they will be there. We have to be vigilant. Will it stop us from going where we are going? I doubt. Look, I have given two opposite presentations today to you. Today I spoke about how India is going, where it is going. You think 200-300 terrorists or cells operating in India can stop us? It might happen once, twice. After that, they'll be done. Yeah, they can do something nasty, like what the Hamas people did, all that, something ghastly, and put us in a bad situation and show us down. Then we'll have to see how we have to handle this problem. Right. I'll stop here because I know a lot of you want to go and see that match. I personally don't have too much interest in that. So I'll take a few questions on, and we'll meet tomorrow. I'll be out. I have some work, personal work, whole day, morning and evening. I'll not be there. So I'll get back to you the after in the morning. The whole of February will be like this because later in this month I have to go to the College of Defense Management also to speak. Early next month I have to go to Tezpur to speak. So it'll be like that for the next month or so. Right. At the outset, I'd like to thank Kurshik for becoming a member. Thanks a lot. And Chakri Nadella also for joining me as a member. And thanks a lot to Ajay Sinha also for becoming a member. So grateful to all three of you. And I'm also very grateful to all those members who stood by here with me. And God bless you all because it's going, like I said, every naya paisa of this membership money will go to educate someone who cannot be educated otherwise. Girls, basically, right? And this year, maybe I'll educate a boy also if I get enough money. Because the funny thing is, after all this, the YouTube takes away money. Then Mrs. Nirmala Sitaraman will also take away 30% of whatever I get. So because all this will go into my tax thing. So, but then I'll do what I have to do. Okay, but that's okay. You can help me by contributing and becoming members. It's really a contribution, right? For someone who needs it. Like I said, membership is what, 70 rupees, 80 rupees. That's 1 liter of petrol. That's it. Nothing more. And for someone who's abroad, it's $1. Yeah. Okay, not that I can't afford it. For so many years, I was affording it, but I thought, let me do something honest work to afford it. That's about all. Nothing more. Right. And I'd also request a lot of you to join in as, subscribe to Gana Shot and press that bell icon. It's always good. Yeah. Yeah. Is it good time to support Baloch and KP now? Yes, I think so. There's no doubt in that. We must, and we must be already doing it because we are supporting the Afghan Taliban. So all this. A Lok Sabha speaker. Thanks a lot, Shiv Kumar. I thought it was a vice president. I might be wrong. You must be right. Yeah, they will try to do something before Trump midterm. I think this is my I think so. We're not in a comfortable position with this fellow, Asim Munir. See, Asim Munir. I've seen all these dictators from there to now. He is a dangerous guy, and he's got another problem with Pakistan is Pakistan has nothing to lose. That's the thing. Thought provocator. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thanks a lot for joining. Uh, yeah, Mani Lakshman. How will the Iran situation play out? Look, it all depends on the next week's talks, which is going to happen, which is ongoing. If that makes, see, the proposal from the Iraqis is we'll get down on the nuclear thing, but take sanctions off. US is not allowing that. So where that goes, one has to see. What I'll do is maybe day after tomorrow, I'll do this Iran thing again. Where is Iran going? Because Gerald Ford also has joined in. And what are the options Iran has? What are the options US has from here on? Okay, we'll see. Yeah, Pakistan government is planning to tax users of solar panels. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Pakistan are countries sucked by dry by Xi Jinping. None of the countries benefit from. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah. So all these Westerners especially hate Pakistan after UK gangs exposed. There must be something. I don't think so. The Westerners on this, I don't trust them. They always love Pakistan. Yeah, Dakkan Chor, top technology investor, Pakistan. Right? Hmm. In another podcast, one expert said 7,000 Dakkan. Yeah, possible. This has to be mass. That's okay, but they have nothing else. Yeah, General Shankar in smoking Pakistan mode. No, it's not smoking Pakistan mode. As much as we need to understand where Pakistan is. It's in a pitiable place. Yeah. It's in a real pitiable place. That's it. Yeah. Mm. I like this. Sir, you don't understand. Dakkan Chori is also Rak Asaj. Park electricity grid can't withstand Park Fauj greed. Yeah. Shehbaz Sharif is a joker. Yeah, yeah. Grid money went to Papa John's Pizza. Yes. Yeah. Obsessed with begging. Pak TV channel had headline Imran Khan is begging to meet Z. Yeah. No Pakistan army has lived in Pakistan post retirement. Yes, I agree with you. USA will now not give Pakistan visas because UAE has begun the process of de-radicalization. Yes, it's a good thing which is happening. Even Saudi Arabia will come around. It's a matter of time because they've lost heavily in that Noam city. They're not making any headway. So they have to come down. That is why they want a FTA with us. That is why they want the Red Sea route. They'll be part of that IMEC. Just watch. Just watch 6 months down the line. Saudi Arabia and we will be in good nick. And it's possible at that point, Saudi Arabia won't drop Pakistan. Okay, but Saudi Arabia will keep Pakistan in a corner. Baloch should be careful. Some Gandhi family like India may enter their politics and ruin their country. Yeah. General Saab ki jai. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I see it as Akhtar Mengal switching side for political career. No, it's not so. I've been watching this now for over a year. Ever since the Jafar Express, I've been seeing Akhtar Mengal statements. Initially, 5-6 months, he said, let's become friends, let's start. Then he went around Islamabad and started telling people, reach out to the Baloch. He and there's one chap called Malik. Both of them were good they're balanced politicians. And they were within the Pakistan polity. But slowly, it's gone. Once Marang Baloch was put in jail, he's also quit. That's when he has gone out. And he's now resigned as a MNA. Okay. He's a good guy. Let me tell you, he's a respected chap. Because I've got in touch with a few Baloch activists, not in here, but in USA. They got in touch with me to do a not podcast. We did. They have a lot of respect for Akhtar Bengal. I also felt initially Akhtar Bengal is switching sides, that way. They told me no, sir. They respect him. Yeah, all the dollarization hotspot will be reversed and USA is going to break. Yeah, it is going to happen. Yeah, interesting to know Vande Mataram's composition was linked to an incident on cricket field. Should it now be played before all cricket matches? Look, Vande Mataram is one of our national songs. There's no problem with it. But we have a national anthem. Cricket matches, national anthem. Period. We should know where to put a line for Vande Mataram. You can use it for many other places. Cricket matches where the flag is there, national anthem. Yeah, 75 countries have been banned from getting green card. Yeah, Pakistan is part of that. Yeah, look at the reaction of Kersmark, Kerstarmer. Yeah. So I think we've done for the day, right? Yeah, that's what he was saying. Munir stopped at Munir's security conference and was demanded to show his identity card. How will she know who Munir is? When 9/11 happened, George Bush didn't even know who Pervez Musharraf was. He says, "Who's that fellow? Just tell him." And Pervez Musharraf turned turtle overnight. Yeah, Sivakumar, thanks a lot for your compliment. My job is this. I have nothing else to do these days, and I keep doing this. It's good for me also to put across whatever research I do to all of you, so that everyone benefits. And thought provocator, thanks it. पाकिस्तान में ढक्कन खुद ढक्कन चुराते हैं. I like it. Yeah, a good thing of talking of Pakistan today. Thanks a lot for everyone. So I think the match should be starting anytime now. Have a great day. Hope India wins. All the best. At the end of the day, it's a match. After all the drama, shama, and all, whichever team wins, may the best team win. That's the way I look at it. We could win. We couldn't think. The more important thing is we should win the trophy. That's the more important thing for me. Right? Thanks a lot for joining in. Have a great day and Jai Hind to all of you.